Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dance Analyze channel. Dear dancers, educators, parents, teachers, coaches. There are people whose strength is silence. People who don't post every 5 minutes, don't film themselves, don't build an image, but instead build generations of champions. Today I'm speaking with a person who has shaped the dance landscape of Slovenia, WDSF, and the entire European school for decades. She served on the WDSF President. She was responsible for lead costume rules. She worked in the WDSF Educational Commission. She defined the dress standards for adjudicators. She examined and checked the documents of judges who want to obtain a WDSF license. And she remains one of the most respected examiners and controllers in our sport. But for me, it's not just a list of positions. For me, this is someone who became a part of my journey, a mentor who guided me, helped me, explained the things that I cannot really be explained, a person who believed in me even when I was not completely sure where I was going. In many ways, my second mentor, my second parent in dance world. And today, it is a true honor to open the podcast with her. Please welcome Nataša Ambrož. Nataša, welcome to Dance Analyze channel.
Thank you, Sergej, for inviting me.
And of course, we have a lot of questions. You definitely influenced a lot on my career. I need to say it like helped a lot in the past when I moved to Slovenia in 1996. So Nataša was my main coach. And it was good time.
Yes, very good time.
How did it all start when you start to dance? Because we different generations.
Yes, I started in, I think, 74.
1974.
Yes,
Oh, I didn't
a century. So I was in, I think I was in third grade of the high school, and I saw a poster in high school calling for an audition for standard and Latin dancing. And a friend of mine wanted to go. I didn't. So she wanted to go, but she said, I don't want to go alone. Can you go with me?
Yeah.
So we went both, and they took me and didn't take her. So that wasn't a very nice thing. But then I said, okay, if I pass the audition.
So they was like checking, are you okay?
Yes,
Wow.
yes, yeah. I said, okay, I passed the audition, so I will go. And then I went and I liked it. So
What was impressed you as a young dancer? Why dancing, actually?
I don't know. I always liked dancing. I went to my first social dance class when I was about 14 to this famous dance school, Jenko, in Ljubljana. He taught my grandmother, he taught my mother, my sister, and then it was my turn. So I liked it socially. I went to this audition and I saw these gorgeous girls, really good-looking girls, dancing, nice music. So
And
yeah,
you said like,
it
yeah,
was
I can do
impressive.
that.
Yeah.
And in that time, you started immediately with the couple, so you get
Yes.
the partner?
Yes. So those audition, it was the same number of boys and same number of girls. So
Wow, so it was no solo like
no,
nowadays,
no,
huh?
it didn't exist at that time. And children didn't exist. We were all adults. I mean, I was 18 when I started. We immediately got a part.
Are you already in that time understand the dancing, that's what you would like to do? When did this happens, this moment? What you decided what is dancing, that's what you wanted to do?
This happened in the last year of the university. I was studying psychology and I was in my last year.
Psychology.
Yes, and I had already my thesis printed, but I had some exams left. And the final exam, which was a very difficult exam. So I put all the books on a table for the final exam, and I looked at it and I said, I'm not going to do that. That is going to take another year of my life, and at that moment I knew I'm never going to work in that field. I'm going to stay in dance. So I quit studying, didn't tell my parents. Yeah. And I first moved out, and then I told them. So, because my father was really upset.
They was upset, huh? It was hard time.
Very hard.
So we all passed these moments with the parents, huh? So you was, that's the only one partner which I know actually, Nataša Ambrož.
He was not my first partner. My first partner was a boy named Rado. And we started together and we danced some competitions together, beginner class. And then Tomáš split with his partner because she was ready to get married.
Tomáš was your
so he was
teacher.
my teacher at that time. So he asked me if I would start dancing with him, and I was first, no way, because he was already in the final, the first 3 places, and I was a beginner.
So final national championship of Yugoslavia.
Yes. So then, okay, I said, we can try. And then it's happened.
It happened.
Yeah.
And how long do you actually dance together?
To be honest, I don't really know. I think we stopped in 79. It wasn't a very long time because we danced for a few years. We won the championship, standard. And then in the meantime, he also had to serve the army. So that was 1 year off. And then we decided to turn professional very soon. And we didn't really like competing in professional. We thought, okay, we'll turn professional, we'll just start teaching. That was our
for teaching,
yes. Not so much for competing. We danced, I think, 1 black belt professional too.
And after that, you opened together the school?
Well, no, that wasn't so fast because when we were still dancing, we were already teaching because we were like the top.
In Casina?
In Casina, yes. And we opened the school much later. That was, I don't really remember the year when we opened it.
But it is in the end of 80s, as I know a little bit the history there.
The whole system had to change to allow private enterprise. Before, the schools were just connected to clubs. The moment the laws changed, then the decision came to open the private school.
What was the most difficult thing when you compete at the world level during the time of Yugoslavia? I mean, world level, Blackpool, but also Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
Yugoslavia has nice competitions.
And we also danced European and World Championships. So, but the difficult part was we didn't have a teacher.
Right.
When we started, we had Franjo Kozar for some time, and then we were left on our own. So the only teaching or the only lessons we got is going to England once, maybe twice a year if we could afford it, and then we were alone.
It was difficult.
So that's quite difficult because when you're alone, you have nobody to check you and to give you advice and to teach you.
Correct.
You start fighting, and you know
yeah.
how it is.
Yeah.
So, and we practiced in a very small hall. It was really, I don't know what was the dimension. It was really small. So I remember going to the first European to Vienna. You know how big the floor there is. It's huge. And we were practicing like maybe 1/4 of that floor. So I walked in and said,
so how you manage this all?
I walked in and said, I'm not going to dance this championship. I felt like, how can we do it? That was difficult.
What has changed in your coaching approach from your beginning and today? Because it is a life distance.
You know, when you start teaching and you're still a competitor, you don't know anything. You just know what you know
have experience as a dancer. Yeah.
Just your personal experience, what they were teaching you. That's completely different from when you really start educating yourself, and then you have a broader knowledge and knowledge that is based in the general things, not in your personal experience. So, but you learn also when you teach. So by teaching, you also gain experience how to approach and how to do things, and it evolves. I can't really tell you how. It sort of happens, you know.
No, I understand it is not like sudden change, right? But if you analyze yourself today, and let's say yourself when you was like 25.
Oh my God. I can't remember when I was 25. But you know, when you're 25, you sort of have this confidence that you know things, but you don't. So you just go into it and you teach. If I'm thinking now what I did, I think, oh my God, you know, I didn't do anything. But we were successful as teachers. Very successful. Because I think, because you believe in what you do.
So the question is in belief.
I think it's a lot of that in what you transmit. That if you transmit to the pupil that you really believe in what you are doing, even if it's not maybe perfect.
Right. I can.
But you make it work.
Yeah.
You don't overanalyze because you can't. You don't know enough.
So nowadays, when you actually possess all these experiences, how you see? What is the method today of teaching? In that time, it is belief.
My personal.
Nowadays, yeah.
Well, I still believe absolutely in what I do.
So it's still crucial thing.
Now it is sort of more. It's based on a real solid base on what I know, and I'm not going into areas when I'm not good at. I know exactly what I'm good at and what I'm not good at. So I don't do choreography because I know I have no talent for making choreography. I don't deal with music at just what's necessary, because that's not my area. I'm to somebody who specialized. But I know what I'm doing in mechanics, in techniques, and in partnering. So those are things when I'm confident and I feel secure.
You find your
Yeah.
How did you develop your pedagogical style, and how do you recognize the potential in couples?
Okay, I think my studying psychology helped me a little. I had some broad background in how to approach,
Some knowledge from other
how to
area.
approach communication, how to approach relationships with another person. But I think it also has to do a lot with developing an instinct in what you do. So to feel what is really going on, what is.
Yeah, but it's also based on certain experience, right? Like, I mean, it is unconscious, probably.
Yeah, a lot of it is unconscious, I think. As you grow, you develop this inner sense or inner voice that keeps telling you that's where the problem is. It's a psychological thing, sometimes it's a communication thing, sometimes it's mechanical.
So, when you teach, you adapt it yourself to students, or you push it your direction?
I have my principles, but I adapt the method. I adapt the method to the student, because sometimes you know yourself, you're a teacher, you're a coach. You go into the lesson, you have the idea how you're going to do it, but then you see that you have to completely change and use another word and use another thing to put your message across to the couple.
Yeah, it's important to get what you want, but how you get actually, that's what is matter, right? And if you find your. Oh, that's nice. So flexible. You were the vice president of WDSF and co-creator of international educational content. What did you learn about the dance world from the inside? I mean, from inside the WDSF.
It's a man's world.
Man's world.
Yes, that was my first lesson. I think I realized.
So difficult for the women. It is difficult.
Difficult. It's strange because it's a 50-50 sport. Exactly half men and half women. But when I got into the presidium, there were 2 women, but one very soon stopped being a member, so I was for some time the only one. And my first memory is when the president said, "Gentlemen, let's start the meeting."
No ladies.
There was no ladies. I think it's getting better.
Yeah.
But still, if you look sometimes at judging panels, or male or maybe one woman, the presidium now, I think we have now.
Why it is like this?
Women. I think women are not so eager to get involved in politics.
Not ambition, to proving something there.
Yes.
So it is connected with the ambition, being ambition on
You have to have specific ambition, so you want to do something that has to be connected to politics, because once you're in the presidium, it's about politics of the organization.
You can influence it on direction where actually we go.
If you have that interest to get involved.
And as I know, you was actually author or initiator of the rules for dresses. Actually, nowadays what we have these rules, it's based, you start that story
There was
that time.
There was a working group, it wasn't just me, it was a working group. We did the syllabus and the dress regulation. It has changed slightly, but the basics was what we did at that time.
So what was the motivation for bringing this actually rule or limitations by age? Because we have these limits for juveniles, for junior 1, and after that it's more relaxed already for junior 2.
I think because we realized that it's very inappropriate for children to dress as adults and to copy the adults. It has to be more appropriate to the age. So we're presenting a child dancing, not a copy of a grown-up.
Yeah.
So that was the motivation to make the
First of all, to get
basically it was modeled on the British Council rules, because for Junior Black, British Council had the rules already for juveniles. It was a specific dress and how they were.
So we a lot of actually take it from the British Dance Council.
Because they were originally that they had any rules for children. So I think that's where it came from. Because as a teacher, we used to go to Junior Blackpool and we had our kids dressed according to those rules.
Let's say another question also connected to the tie of World Dance Sport Federation. I know you also are one of the author of bringing the rule for Adjudicator.
Yes,
right?
Maybe I've influenced it a little bit, but there was a debate in that surrounding that we cannot have a fashion show for the adjudicators on the floor. But the adjudicators are not the main act. Yes.
True.
So they should be in the background modeling on other sports. Yeah. You don't see adjudicators. They are somewhere there.
Yeah.
Yeah? So that's where the idea came that there should be some dress code.
Actually, nowadays we already get used. It's like normal things. It's absolutely.
There was quite a lot of resistance.
Still today, let's say some people talk. We have Blackpool this year. First time World DanceSport Federation organized. And a talk, maybe we have a special dress code for that hall. So what do you think about it? No. So it is need to stay.
If we are a sport federation, we're a sport federation. So let's respect the rules and put the judges into the forefront. Because then it becomes a fashion show, it becomes a competition. Who's going to have a better evening gown? And I can't have the same gown every evening. I remember competitions, and I used to have long dresses.
Yeah.
And then I realized that this is the most stupid thing possible. And I bought a man's tuxedo, the lady, and a white shirt, and never wore a dress again for judging. And it's also practical.
Why do you think continuing education is important for coaches and judges? And as in World DanceSport Federation is efficient at this, because we have this obligatory for educators to be on congresses every 2 years.
Yes.
So how much we have efficiency in this actually?
I don't know, really. I mean, it's good that it's there. At least it's
so it is
something.
Good to what we have this.
It's good, that's the base of it. But I think it's not really so specifically aimed at adjudicators every time. Sometimes it goes into the teaching method. So there should be really very strict separation. What is education for teachers and what is education for judges?
We have dancing that completely mixed it.
We have it completely mixed because the same people are teachers and adjudicators.
Yeah.
And that is part of our problem, but maybe also an advantage in a way. You can't separate it at the moment. But I think the education for adjudicators is a very specific thing. It's not teaching them the technique. They should already know that. It's teaching them the judging methods. It's teaching them to recognize things, visually recognize, mentally. That's a completely different thing. I can understand the criteria, but am I able to see the difference? In the execution of it. Yeah?
Correct.
But why it's necessary? Because dance is evolving.
Is it possible to be an only adjudicator? Because in same time, you see, it is somehow based anyway on your teaching experiences.
Yes, but once you, for example, you have years of teaching experience, then you switch to being only adjudicator. I think without it, it wouldn't be possible, without having any experience. So yes, it would be nice if maybe some class of people could be able to change just to adjudicate, then financially that
because it is like working, and the moment couple, let's say, finishing the dance career, they immediately would like to get their judging license. But actually it will be based only on your experience as a dancer, not as a coach, let's say. And is it a problem or it's okay?
Very difficult to say, because somebody maybe can be a great adjudicator with just a dancing experience. Because it has to do a lot with your eye,
you see the stuff.
Do you see it, or do you judge only based from your experience? What you did is good and what you didn't do is not good. So it's a question. Somebody who's maybe a great coach, not necessarily a great judge. To be a good judge, there is a special psychological profile of a person. You have to be able to make very quick decisions. You have to be able to be not influenced, to be very focused. But we never work on the psychology of judging with judges, or we never train them in certain approaches, how to be a better judge, not just from the technique point of view.
Looking forward, maybe after that podcast, some people will decide to make it. Some make a decision.
We have people who are really expert in psychology in the dancing field that could help us there.
You actually give up all your license, as a chairperson also. Why?
Judging became physically too difficult.
I'm exhausted.
Yes, the competitions were so long, it's exhausting. At the end, when you should be the most focused and the most concentrated, you are so tired already that you cannot do your job really, really well. The whole system is, in a sense, wrong. Yeah. It doesn't look at the judges. It just looks at the organizer, how many rounds you can get in one day, and you can finish at 3 o'clock in the morning. It doesn't look at the judges. How much can the judges judge before they need a long break and before
To be in clear
judging?
mind, actually, yes, most of time educators stay in physically. So actually they stay 12 hours. And in the end, in the crucial round as a final, you speak what I experienced.
To really focus so hard to be able to survive this last final.
Yeah.
That's where you should be on your best.
Yeah.
And you're on your worst. So there has to be some change in the way, what is the limit judge can do still and still be effective as an adjudicator.
Yeah, for sure. So what is your vision for the future of dance education?
Has to change. Education is actually, I think, very good, not formal because it's not through the federation, for teachers and coaches, because you can go to different congresses, listen to the experts, and they teach you how to coach and how to teach. And we do it individually.
Yeah.
Not organized in the WDSF for coaches. For judges, it has to change what we talked about.
Yeah.
It's not enough just to listen to the lectures and sit down for I don't know how many hours in the conference. It's better than not having it, but it's not geared exactly at what the adjudicators need. And there is not enough debate between the adjudicators. There's not enough dialogue. Yes, I tried it once on one congress in Australia, and people were shocked because they were not expecting that somebody would openly talk about the problems and ask them and ask for their opinion. And suddenly people were starting talking and debating and
it's open for you
very
from
nice,
subject.
But I think that should happen on that.
You think after, let's say, crucial competitions as a world championship or let's say Grand Slam, the panel, let's say, can meet for half an hour just about to debate about the dancing, what they see?
But it needs a moderator.
Someone needs to
It needs a moderator who's very skilled in doing that. It would have to be a professional moderator, because otherwise these debates can go in a very, very wrong direction.
Sure.
Because you have to touch on very sensitive subjects. Yeah? People have their own opinions.
Because judges are very important, I think, right?
Absolutely.
They are kind of the guiders of our institution.
Judges are saying where the dance is going. So when they make decisions that are questionable, they're sending the completely wrong message to the young dancers who are there looking to see what is successful, what is good, what is being marked well. Because sometimes I look at the competition and I see the results and I think, are we watching the same competition? Because I'm out of it. I have no interest in that.
Plus, you're not the judge. So
I'm not the judge anymore. But if I look at the competition where there's no interest at all, and I see a result which for me is shocking, and I'm thinking, what is going wrong? Something is going wrong. Not just for me shocking, because then I start talking to the colleagues. And I find that a lot of them find the same thing shocking. So how did that happen? And we never talk about it.
We never talk about it openly.
And that's
correct. Maybe today.
That is a problem, because if you don't open the can of worms, what we say, how are we going to change the situation? All know what is going on.
As I know, with the chairperson on the competition, they try to guide it. But what I realize is that they're
too late.
Yeah, it's already.
That's too late.
Too late. Do judges today still evaluate the soul of the couple, or just the technical execution?
I don't know, because I can't go into the mind of the judges what they're doing. For me, it's based on the technical skill. But the question is, are they able to do something with that technical skill that surpasses the technical skill? Can they build something with it? So, okay, if I'm judging just the technical element, okay, then I'll focus just on technical. But if I'm judging, I don't know, performance, it still has to have the technical as a base. But the question is, are they using it to create the dance? Create the atmosphere? Or are they just creating an atmosphere without any real data? So it's always this question. Can you judge one without another? I don't think so.
Do you think it is influenced somehow on adjudicators? Do they see this? Or they start to be focused very near?
I think it depends, every person, every adjudicator is different. Their background, the way how they were educated, their personal makeup of there's a person. It's so different. There's so many things that influence how you judge.
For sure.
You know, it's such a quite vast field of.
For sure.
things.
And the end of all, it is also very much depend of the couples which is dancing, right? They also somehow influence it on
The
your.
audience influences you, the couples, the other judges are influencing you when you judge. And you're not even aware of it. They are. Everything around you. Yeah.
What would you like every couple to understand about what a judge really see? So the message to dancers actually, from adjudicator side.
Okay, I can go from my point. I think I always judged on coordination. The coordination individually, bodily coordination, coordination as a couple, so partnering, and coordination with the music. That's it.
Yeah. If you have these three,
You have these three,
you're already good.
You're already good. So the first rounds, it says you have 5-6 seconds. It's coordination. You can't look into the technique. You don't have enough time to really see it. It's just this impression. And that's where the instinct comes in. If you don't have it, you are looking for something. And you're already gone because you don't have time to look for anything really in the first rounds. You just have to rely on your instinct when you see an image. I know we're trying to quantify everything when we're judging. Not when you have 4 seconds, 5.
Yeah, it's based on your moment. So it is very much depend actually of the educator mood, right?
I always look positive on the couples, because if you start looking for negative, you always will find it.
Sure.
You will find it. There's nobody that you can't find something negative about,
All right.
Yeah?
Right, yes. It's not possible to cover all fields.
Yeah, so it's always the approach from the positive. I'm looking for the good things. Yeah?
You have a lot of dancers in the past who finished the dance. So dancers burn out, it happens, dull themselves, give up and losing motivation. So how do you find a way to motivate them again to do this? Or let's say, giving the hope? So what is your tool for that?
I try to approach it from the sense that what terrible thing is going to happen if this is it? What's going to happen to your life? Is it really that bad? That
when you dramatize,
ruin your life, or is it just a phase, a moment? And if it happens, it happens. You pick up and you go on. Sometimes the situations are really hard. That's a little bit different, and maybe you have to have a deeper talk and understanding what's going on. But usually these dramas happen, about something that's not really important. Oh, what if I lose this competition? So what? Is it going to change your life forever? Probably not. Yeah? So just go into it, see what happens, and let's go on.
Nowadays, I have feelings like couples would like to have results on every competition.
Juvenile 1D class.
We
need to win. Yeah. Whoever remembers who won the juvenile, it's just a phase to get to something later.
Yeah.
And also, I try to make them understand that this is investment in your future. So you will lose. Okay, you'll pick yourself up. Think about what can I do better,
and you go.
Just go on. If you're really dancer at heart.
So, no overreacted kind of.
Yeah, I think that's the worst thing. The overreaction to either to a good thing or to a bad thing.
Yeah.
Just keep it level. Keep your goal in your mind. Yeah, what is the end goal?
Keep the goal. Yeah.
The end goal, not what's happening right now.
Correct. What advice do you have for younger who have talent but lack of patience?
I tell them straight away that talent is not enough. Yeah. It's not going to get them where they want to go. So it's going to get them to a certain point, but then the work starts.
Why this happens in dancing? Most of time when you look to the past and you see actually world champions or titled people or finalists, we're not talking about only, but most of time it is people who actually have a passion, not the talents. It's really
they have enough talent to achieve what they wanted to achieve, but they had work ethics, they had patience, what you say, they had perseverance. I think that's the main thing. You keep going even when it's bad. You just keep going.
So advice, keep going.
Work.
Work.
Keep going. Yeah. Support your talent by working, so you can really bring it out.
I remember when I was dancing with the Cataclap, and she was actually a perfectionist. And what do you think? This perfectionism is an enemy or ally to you as a dancer?
It could be both. If it's too much, it's killing you. Because you're looking for a small detail here, small detail. You become so focused on little things that sometimes you forget the big picture. What is dancing all about? But if you have a little perfectionism, so you are willing to work on details, it's good. When it becomes too much, it's difficult.
So generally, it's not about to exaggerate, right?
Yeah, it's everything in the right amount, like life, you're trying to put everything together, nothing exaggerated.
Yeah, sure. Not exaggeration in life.
Not a good thing.
It's a wisdom of the years. Listen carefully. You are the owner of Torso Design and has become synonymous for elegance. What is the dance dress for you?
In general fashion, not dance fashion, the famous little black dress.
Black dress.
Coco Chanel little black dress. Forever. You could have worn it in that time, or you can wear it now, and it's still elegant. So I think it's in some way simplicity. So it's not too much of everything again. Too much decoration. There are feathers and there are beads and there's
This sounds like nowadays.
Everything
actually.
on one dress. Yeah.
Everything like
and 5 colors and whatever. I understand that young people maybe have a different taste, and then they develop taste, and you can see on the professional, on the adult couples who've been in the field long, they tone down. They have more elegance in what they wear. But young people don't really...
simplicity, that's what is like.
Yeah, simplicity. And I'm not saying no decoration. I like decoration. I'm in the business of doing it. But the dress we should not see the dress. We should see the dancer. So the dress complements the dancer.
Yeah, support
the body type, the way how they move, what they want to express. But sometimes you see the dress first. Yeah, not the person in the dress.
So how much influence does the dress have on the dance performance?
I mean, it has. If somebody feels good in what they're wearing, and they're confident that it looks good, it suits their body, of course it makes them more confident. It makes them able to go on the floor and present themselves differently than if you know that something's not right with the dress, or somebody has criticized the dress and you have to wear it, or it's made in a way that if something goes wrong with it. So it's a part of sport equipment in other sports would be. So it influences how you feel.
The way how you feel, actually.
Yeah, the way how you feel.
So if it is something wrong, for sure, it will be disturbing you.
A good example from good old days. We used to wear these big skirts, all kinds of tulle, hundreds of meters of that, and was here and was short. And I was making my own dresses. So I made this dress. It was the biggest you can imagine. But then I came onto the floor and started dancing. And because you were in contact, all this started coming up.
All right.
So it was really difficult. So I took the scissors after the first run and I cut out all the front part of this big so I could dance. I mean, the dress looked great until you started dancing in it.
Until you start moving with it.
That's one of the problems, It didn't look great, but not function.
So it need to be functional?
Yes, absolutely.
What inspires you most in current Slovenian dance scene, if it is?
2 things at the moment. One is that we have a very good generation of youth couples at the moment, which are going into amateur adult next year.
So it is future.
It's 4 couples that are competing with each other, and they're good. So that always produces then at least one champion, this kind of situation. And the other thing that we're starting to cooperate between the clubs. I have run for the leader of the Standard and Latin Division of the Federation. So I'm now coordinating this section of the Federation, and my only condition was I will do that if the clubs agree to work together.
To work together.
So at the moment there are 4 clubs that are working together, and it's looking good. and it's productive.
Is it these clubs only in Ljubljana, or
No,
you're talking
it's,
about Slovenia, the whole
It's,
Slovenia?
yeah, Ljubljana and Maribor. So we're going to organize the first camp together, like preparation for
Yeah.
German Open. Things are moving in the right direction.
So what do you miss or would like to improve in dance structure, in Dance Slovenian Union?
Well, I would like to
Slovenian
improve
Dance Union,
a
huh?
lot, but the problem is the finance, which we do not have.
No money.
As-
Like
as
always, typical
usual,
story.
No money. So it's very difficult to do any bigger projects. For example, none of the clubs can afford to maybe run an international competition. Even national competitions are becoming difficult to run because
And it has become no
every
system
time
actually.
we lose money if we organize a national competition. So that is
Difficult.
the main
Challenge.
Yeah, that's the main challenge.
So how do you see the future of Slovenian standard Latin dance?
Focus on 10 dance.
Tenants.
And as I said, we have this generation of 4 good youth couples who will join the adults. That will be,
That's
will
the
be
future.
focus, because in the adult we have 2 more 10 dancers, so there'll be 6 who are all 10 dancers at the moment. So that will be, I think, our focus, to try to bring again one of them or more to the top. We need the money to do it, but we'll find
For
something.
sure. So, how do you stay internally motivated after decades of creation? I mean, Natasha, I moved to 1996. We're still here.
Yeah. Well,
So, where's this like driving force?
it's something you like to do and you love to do. My whole life, since the age I started, and has been in dancing. I haven't done anything else. Everything I did was connected to dancing. Yeah? So that's my life.
That's the lifestyle,
Yeah, as
actually.
long as I can reasonably do it, I'm healthy enough to do it, and
It is not even like you need to motivate yourself.
No,
You
you don't.
live that way.
your life, you don't, for everyday life, you don't motivate yourself. So you just live it. It's
No, sometimes you do. Sometimes
No, we get up and we feel like we don't want to get up. Okay, that's a normal thing. But it has nothing to do with this. It's the way of life. Dancing is a way of life. Once you're in it,
Yeah. Have you ever thought about what you would do if there were no dance?
well, I would probably do something else. As a young girl, I wanted to be a dressmaker, and my father said no way. And I went to the high school, one of the toughest high schools. And after that, I said, I want to study mathematics. And he said, no way, for a woman, mathematics. So I went to psychology. Didn't really interest me, but because 2 of my friends were there, I went there.
Oh, okay.
So at the end, I'm a dressmaker. And probably I would do that because I always liked that. Wanted to
Go in outdoor?
do that.
Wow, so designs.
Yeah. Just playing the physical thing of making something, you know, with your hands. I was always good at that. I could knit and I could crochet and I could do everything with my hands because my both grandmothers did that. So, part of me.
What book or thought or person has most influenced on you and your journey of life?
Person, definitely. And most of the people don't even know who this person is. Her name was Peggy Spencer. She was a very famous teacher in England, and also been a dancer before, and then coach and teacher, and had a very successful social dancing school in London. And she was known to be the best person to prepare you for your professional exams.
So she was examiner.
She was examiner, but she also coached the candidates for the exams. So with Tomasz, we went to London when we decided we want to have our professional exams. We went to her, to London, to study with her. So she instilled in me this appreciation and love for technique. And she also changed the way we looked at social dancing, because her school was famous for social classes, and we were allowed to be on all her classes. We were there for maybe month and a half, and she taught us the technique. But then during the day, we could be at all the classes. We learned a lot about social dancing. So when we brought it back to Slovenia, but
Wow.
she was very strict in preparing the candidates. You know, she said, if you don't
So
get
do-
more
do-
than 95,
do-
you could see that she loves technique, you know, that loves to give the knowledge to other people about that, appreciates the technical part of it. And to me, it was always interesting. to study something, not really. So we passed the 2 levels of his exams, and it stayed with me. I really, and also Tomasz always said that she was the teacher who inspired him to have the school like we had.
Because Urška was great vision.
Yeah.
It was wow, and great experience for many generation of dancers. I mean, example really like it should be. So for conclusion, what would you say to younger dancers starting their journey today?
I don't know really, because it's how young, that's very different, yeah. Because there's no message for somebody who's 9 years old. They just have to enjoy it. They have just have fun. Yeah. But once they move to a more serious pursuit of dancing, I think I would say, look at the bigger picture. Don't focus on today. Bigger picture. What do you really want from dancing?
But in the days when I was competing, probably it was only results in my mind.
But I know, but if that's on your mind, it's
but it is difficult to look the bigger picture.
That is a bigger picture. So what you want? Results. Okay. What are you willing to do to results? Yeah. So what do you want? I want to
but
be.
Is it not
I want to be a teacher.
You know, like.
Okay, you want to be a teacher. What you need to be a teacher like that? You need to be a good dancer first. Somehow to get them to understand bigger thing. Okay, results, fine. A lot of people are motivated just for the result. What are we going to do? So what is the path to the result? Very easy to say, I want to win.
And if you do nothing for this, it will never happen.
The person who wins did everything you didn't want to do.
What would you say to Nataša from 1975 if you could look her in the eye today?
I would say there is a world outside dancing.
So it is not only dancing and...
Unfortunately for me, it was and it is, but I realize now that I shouldn't have maybe gone so much into it. There is a world outside. I think for a lot of dancers that is part of the problem.
I think so. Like dancers do this 24/7. You practice, you go in competition. You practice, you go in competition.
You're not connected to your family as much as you could be. It's all other.
So it's about balance or not?
It is about balance. It should be about balance. Yeah. Balance. But the problem is, usually you connect your private life also to dance life. You have no time to have a private life outside dancing.
Yeah, that's true.
So then it happens then everything is in one pot. So a lot of us made that mistake.
Yeah, Nataša. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It is a pleasure to have you here. And see you next time. Support Dance Analyze. Be part of our dance journey. Dear friends, dear dance lovers, Dance Analyze is YouTube channel created with the passion to educate, inspire, and celebrate the art of dance sport. I put it my soul in. Every video is made it with the dedication to dancers, teachers, adjudicators, parents, and everyone who believes in movement, beauty, and knowledge. If our work has inspired you, helped your dancing, or simply brought you joy, please consider supporting the channel. Your contribution, donation, partnership, or sponsorship will help us create more high-quality content, podcast with the famous dance people, analysis of competition, more statistic and educational video for the global dance community. Every bit of help means we can film more events and show the beauty of the dance to the world. Join us as a supporter, partner, or sponsor, and let's keep a rhythm alive. How you can support us? Subscribe youtube.com/monkeymilicias or Dance Analyze channel. Like, comment, and share our videos. Become a sponsor or partner. Donate via PayPal. paypal.me/monkeyicemeal71175. Use link for donation or contact us for collaboration. On email milicias@gmail.com. More information in description below the video. Together we can build a stronger and more inspired world of dance. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being part of our Dance Analyze family.